Another day, another project. We were using our pressure washer this morning and the pull cord decided to let go on us. So that's what we're going to be doing this morning. Replace the pull cord here on this Briggs and Straton. Pretty simple stuff. Just got to take a few things off to get this pull cord cover off. This one's riveted. The front of the plastic here is riveted to the shroud. Some of them, especially on the Tecumsehs, they can be bolted on, making getting this off a little easier. But on this, we have to take the whole thing apart, so we'll get started on that. Remove our air cleaner first. Just want to get that out of our way. Next we'll remove this here that underneath the gas tank. This should pry off here. Yep. Thought that was it. There might be more bolts in the back. Yep. One more. All right, now we can see what we're doing. Looks like there are only 3 bolts holding the pull start shroud on. One down, 2, and 1 up here. Little clip right here. There we go. There. That was easy. Now we'll just take it over to the bench and put a new cord in. So what I'm going to attempt to do is pull the cord out all the way, and then I'm going to get a C-clamp to hold the pulley for the spring is in the right spot. The right amount of revolutions tight, and then put a new cord in from there. There we go. Okay. Just wind that up to hold it for a second. I know I can get this C-clamp on. Might have to take it out of the vise to do that. Maybe. That pulley is only plastic, so don't reef down on this. Just enough to hold it. We'll have a good look at it when we get it out of the vise here. Seems to be working. There, angle that a little before we can see. All right. So I've just got the C-clamp bolted in the vise there. So I just need to adjust this a little more. That looks decent. I can pull this of the knotted end out. I'm just going to cut it off. Alright, so the old rope's out. I'll measure a new piece. The twine I have is a little thinner. Should work for a while though. Okay, make this one a couple inches longer, 6 inches or so just for the knots. And I need propane. Map gas will do. Just to melt the end a little bit. Keep it from fraying. Do that to both ends. Alright, so we're happy with that, and we'll feed it through. We will feed it through this way. The pulley and where it comes out through the handle or out through the shroud are not lined up quite right. So I'm going to loosen off that C-clamp, see if I can't adjust that without losing my spring tension. Right there should do. Then I should be able to get it through it all in one shot. Let's see if that works. May not be lined up perfect yet. Not quite. Just don't let that spin out of control. Alright, that should do it. Got it. Okay, knot up the end. And I usually melt them together just a hair, just so that it doesn't come undone. We'll cut off the excess there. And melt that a little. There. Now the other end, we're ready to put in the handle. After we take the old one out, I guess. There, we got the old rope, old handle. Cut that out. We'll feed it through. And same thing, we'll just put a couple knots in that as well. I always double knot these if there's room. And again, we'll melt it just a hair. Cut off the excess and melt it. There we go. So now I can take the C-clamp off. I'm going to hang on to this housing though, for it doesn't spin out of control. Then I will just grab onto the rope and let it back in slowly. And everything should be good. Give it a couple tries. Yeah, well, we're ready to bolt it back on. It's been pretty simple. So now we just got to do the exact opposite of what we had just done, and put the bolts back in that hold the shroud in place. Make sure we get that in properly. Whoa! This little clip up top here has just got to be just the same way it came apart. There. Just takes a little finagling. Okay, we're good. All the bolt holes line up. And we'll start all these by hand. It's been a pretty simple repair so far. Okay, pull start shrouds back on. Next would be the plastic that goes around the tank. There's a couple 8mm bolts that hold that on. And one more back at the back side here. Tighten them up a bit. And then just the air cleaners left. guess the first thing we should put on is that crank vent hose. It plugs just into that empty hole there. Rubber plastic gasket's no good. It'll just get sucked into the carburetor. Get rid of that. Alright, that's tight. Air cleaner. Like so. Make sure the choke handle's sticking through. That's done. Our knob for the on-off switch. Boy, I think we're done here. Alright, we're back in business. That was a pretty simple repair. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, I always appreciate that. Thanks for watching.